What is going on, everybody? I got YouTube better than that. Okay, back to the show. What's going on, everybody? I'm back. We're live. Had YouTube running in the background, typical of me. And over to Mandela. Let's talk about today's show.
Hey, welcome back. Where you been? Where you been hiding? Where you been, man?
Yeah.
Everybody's asking me, where's Andrew? People got worried.
Yeah, I've been traveling, but that'll teach me, right? So I've been away a few weeks, and I got YouTube on in the background. I was like, why is the intro still running? Why is the intro still running? But I'll go again. What's going on? I'm back. We're live. It's Friday with obviously the S-tier team on Signature FX, Andrew and Mandela. So what's news? What's been going on? I see you holding the fort.
Yeah, I feel like the last time you were on, I think Bitcoin was actually lower than where we are now. Bitcoin's actually been behaving a little bit better the last few weeks.
Yeah, so we'll cover. I want to cover Bitcoin off because I have been tracking it. So
yeah, we can cover some Bitcoin.
We get into Bitcoin now. Got some charts. Yeah. So, yeah, I got some,
okay, let's start. Let's do it.
Yeah, a couple of things. Obviously, just want to quickly go through some topics today. So, as the title says, we want to talk about trading psychology. Yeah, you can tell I've been away. I'm totally out of sync, right? So, okay, what we doing? Chatting charts?
Yeah, we can do. I think there may be a little delay. Yeah, we could do some trend charts. Can we just before we go there? I forgot to mention the prize giveaway. Do you want to mention the prize giveaway? And I'll put the link in the chat. I forgot about it.
You know, we're so organized today, right? Yeah, so yeah, we're going to cover some trading psychology as always. Chatting charts. Let us know what you want to talk about for today. We're definitely going to cover Bitcoin, right? So I've been tracking that since that show about 4 weeks ago, and it's not looking good. We've said it before, and I just think if we break 60K, we're hitting 49, but we're going to cover that later on. And yeah, we got the competition as always at the end of the show.
Yes, I'm just posting in the live chat. Enter $5,000 prize giveaway. So
okay, thought we had another delay then. So what a start to the show. That's the thing when you go live, right? It's you can't cut it out. You can't cut out the bloopers. And here we go. So yeah, apologies for being away for the last couple of weeks. Travel. So I've just been in Kazakhstan. So I got back early this week. So I've been doing that. Had some issues with my Wi-Fi router, so that's been going on. So it's just been a host of things going on. But we will have a look now into the trading. So competition is in the chat. So yeah, please click that. If you want to win yourself a $5,000 one-step account with the good guys over at City Trading in Imperium. So big shout out to those guys, and thanks again for sponsoring the shows. That was really, really appreciated. And Mandela, you've gone awfully quiet.
Yes, I wasn't prepared. So I'm posting the link to join or to enter the prize giveaway. Just a reminder. Yes. We'll do that at the very end.
Yeah, you're allowed to have some time off, right? You've been holding the fort the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I see you've been rounding up some guests. Yeah.
People are saying that they're tired of just seeing me. They wanted to see some new faces, have some different perspectives. So, and I'm seeing messages saying people are very happy that you're back, Andrew.
Obviously, but, it's good to be back. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into the charts later. Let's have a chat about, definitely Bitcoin. I'm just red hot on that at the moment. I've got a Forex chart ready for the chat. So if anyone wants us to look at any currency pairs on the FX, let us know. And I know you want to talk about Netflix, right? So we want to
Yes,
cover
I wanted to cover that.
later
Yeah, I
on.
wanted to cover that briefly. Yeah, that would be good.
So, right, okay, where should we start? You back in the room?
All right, let's start. Yeah, I'm back in the room. So let's go with chatting charts. So let's go with can we go with the live chat first? Let's do the live chat really quickly. We got DeGaris Capital. James joined us yesterday saying European markets wrap, dollar steady, risk trades on edge amid cautious mood. It was a relatively slower session with markets staying on edge as we approach the closing stages of the month and the week. And then also all eyes are staying on geopolitical developments, US stock market sentiment, as well as month-end flows in looking to wrap up the week.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
Definitely agree with that comment, right? You know, we're still getting that bit build up just off Iran as well. And if something does happen, that is going to have an impact on the markets. And sorry, Mandela, over to you.
Yes, absolutely. We have Fobler saying hello. That's my cousin. Welcome and happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining. And Isilder is also in the place in the office today. So welcome, Isilder. Yeah. Do you see anybody over in CTI land? Do you have that?
Yeah, let's have a quick look what's going on.
So we're simulcast on the Signature FX YouTube channel and the City Traders Imperium YouTube channel.
Yeah, so we got Pips Flow and they're saying let's go. So yeah, let's go. Okay. Indeed. Let me have a quick look what's happening over here. Seem to have blocked out. So okay, let's get into this chat in charts, right?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's have a look at Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm quite interested in Bitcoin. I just want to give my opinion on it. So yeah, I'm just going to share my screen. Here we go. Do you know what? This would help, right? I was wondering why I'm struggling. Yeah, share screen.
We are live.
We want to look at this.
We are live.
Yeah, I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice, right? So you know, we got to give me 10 minutes to warm up. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to look at my other screen over here. Okay, so looking at this was the support from about 4 weeks ago that we identified, right? And like we said, if we break that, yeah, we could see a push to the downside. Yeah, we identified this level here, 60K. I think that's pretty key, right? And looking at it for myself now, I'm looking at the market, and if you look at it on a time frame, so the monthly is bearish, weekly is bearish. I'm on the daily chart, bearish. We got the 2 hour and the 1 hour. So it's red across the board, right? But the price just seems to be ranging at the moment. It's undecided what it's going to do, but it's certainly closer to that 60K, you know, what it is to that vertical trend line that we can see. So for myself, regardless how much hopium you've got, how much, you know, prayers that you're doing, how many people on Twitter tell you, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I was hoping 60K would be the bottom, but it hasn't really acted as a springboard, right? You know, if that was the bottom, I was expecting the price actually to start a bit of a bull run going up. But yeah, we've just consolidated. It seems to be as if it's you know, catching its breath before the next leg down. So for me, 60K is crucial. I think if we break that 60K, I'd be looking at 49. Break 49, potentially we're going down to 36, right? So this is really bad news for Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin as well. You know, we're talking XRP, we're talking a lot of the other, you know, lesser cryptocurrencies as well. So if you're holding Bitcoin, yeah, okay, if you're in it for the long game, I suppose that's fine, right? We've seen this before. But if you're day trading Bitcoin, you know, yeah, just be mindful of what it's doing on the larger time frames, right? The trend's your friend, and we can just see, you know, monthly, weekly, daily, you know, it's all down. So yeah, I've got an alert set at 60K. If it hits that alert, I'm going to be really interested in shorting Bitcoin. But let's see. We could tap it again. That is a strong support level, right? So we could tap it, and 660k could be the bottom. I've put 2 scenarios in the chart for you, right? So what we could be seeing, and I probably favor this at the moment. I'm probably 75 bearish, 25% bullish, and yeah, we could be seeing a breakthrough, a retest, up to that ceiling or that resistance level, right? And then we could be seeing the push down to 49. Break 49, we could see the same again. We could consolidate along that price before we get the next push down. In scenario B, by some sort of miracle, some whales come in and start buying. Yeah, we could see a push up to test this vertical support here. Yeah, and actually get a push through that. Now vertical support then, our vertical resistance is going to start acting as support. But I don't know what your opinion is, Mandela, but Bitcoin, it's not looking good.
Yeah, it is not. I do feel like it's trying. I think it is finally trying to show some signs of strength. And like you said, it's off the bottoms there. Like I love the chart. Thank you for sharing the chart, because it's showing us it's going to either go higher or lower, but it's also what key levels, what are we thinking for in scenario higher, or scenario A, I think you called it, or scenario B. I do think if we cannot break through that sort of blue area that you have there, looks like the top of that is somewhere around, is that 70,000, 80,000, something like that?
73k is the top of the range, and we're looking at about 62 for the bottom, right? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But for me, that 60k, it's key, right? That's a real key level. And we need Bitcoin to hold that. Or okay, if you're bullish on Bitcoin, or if you're holding a lot of crypto, you really need to hold that level. If you're a seller, right? If you're a bear, you really want to break that level, because you're going to take out a load of stops, and you've got a nice clear path down to 49k, right? So if it breaks 60k, I'll be looking to take a short position. I'll be keeping my stops tight then, probably just above that resistance level. So people might ask, why would you trade crypto on the day chart? The reason being is the volatility in crypto, right? It just moves so quick, and I think sometimes trading on a lower time frame with cryptocurrency, you can just get snapped out really quick, right? So it's just a bit more of a stable way to trade if you're trading something that whipsaws quite a lot. I've been looking at the 60-minute, that was trying to pop off earlier, and we can just see now that if we just look across the multiple time frames, we're actually in a strong selling market at the moment. So crypto, that this is another 5 years of added to my retirement age, right? So it's not great, but it is what it is.
It needs to start behaving better. It needs to start behaving. I think we continue to track this, and I would be curious to see between now and the next show, where are we at, how are we looking. I think it's going to be interesting.
Just pulled gold up here. We can just see now gold's looking pretty bullish, right? So for the daily, what's that, 4-hourly, 2-hourly, and the hourly charts are all green. Excuse me, as my coffee machine just decided to start cleaning itself. Okay, but the joys of life, right?
Look, you got too many things to worry about, Andrew, other than I don't expect you to clean it. So it makes sense. Let it clean. It's probably AI. It's probably the AI in it. It's probably.
So it's looking pretty bullish, right? But you can just see that fake red line. That's actually a resistance level, and that's off the 4-hourly time frame, right? So and it'd be quite interesting to see, if we can get up to that. It's had a little challenge up to it once, and actually rejected. For myself, gold, my overall view for today, I'd be bullish on gold if I was day trading gold. yeah, what I potentially would be looking at is, yeah, if we were to close above this on the next candle, potentially I'd be looking to go long up to this level here and just get my shorts in around here. So yeah, nice trade, probably like a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. So yeah, gold's looking okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like that outlook in gold as well. It's definitely, I think it's outperforming Bitcoin. And it's despite we had a bit of a panic moment in gold at the end of January, it seems to be bouncing back. You see that that second blue line there? It looks like it's like right at the end of Jan where the drop lower.
Yeah,
that's
got an announcement to make.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. We need to really look busy on the show. Yeah, and we got to be professional. The boss is in the chat.
The boss is in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing. Okay, in the.
I think he's in the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, Daniel Martin is watching. He's a very busy man as well. I'm sure he does not clean his coffee machine either.
No, he gets coffee delivered, I reckon, right? Yeah, fresh from Colombia. I can see it now. Yeah, you got some poor guy in the delivery room. Yeah, bringing in fresh coffee. Hey, welcome to the chat.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining the chat today. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the CTI chat just for Mr. Good. Daniel Martin.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, Daniel's he's on Bitcoin too, and he's got some reasons to go long. Okay, we're gonna look at that. And he's long to 65k. Yeah, we could see that. But definitely before myself, I'm looking on the daily chart, probably looking more at the weekly outlook, and yeah, that 60k is key for me. But I think Mandela covered that earlier as well, saying that if we do get that bounce off the 60, yeah, we could be seeing a move to the upside. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. And yeah, it's great to have Daniel in the chat. Fantastic. We got some more over at the City Traders Imperium. So we got Jackie Kumar. So welcome. And who else we've got? We've got, I can't see. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name.
FX. You said FX Pip Flow. Did you say FX Pip Flow already? Okay.
I didn't know. But yeah, we got a couple in the chats. So that's great. Fantastic. So yeah, keep your questions coming in, and if you'd like us to look at any other charts, yeah, we can do that. So what else should we cover, Mandela? Anything you want to look at on the charts today?
Yeah, let's have a look at some of the charts as well. So the first one, I guess, is XYZ. So it used to be called Square, and then it's rebranded to Block, and the ticker symbol is Examine Your Zipper, XYZ. Sorry, I meant to say X-Ray Yankee Zulu is the ticker. But big move here after earnings. They announced earnings yesterday, but it wasn't just the earnings that I think gave us the big oomph that we're seeing. It was actually the fact that they are going to slash their workforce by nearly half. So if you're worried about your job and you're looking for another way to bring in some income, I think between me, Andrew, and probably Daniel Martin, we could probably help you to bring in a few extra coins every month from trading. So I think this is probably the start of what a lot of companies are going to start to do. I think this is one of the biggest cuts, literally half, or I think it was 40% of the workforce being laid off. More than 4,000 people. It's not just like 5 people. 4,000 people now having to find a job. And the reason was AI. So yeah. It's one of those things that's coming, and you can see that the move is about 20% to the upside. So that's, I think the reason is obviously they won't have to pay 4,000 people's salaries. So that money can then go into the business, which makes sense to me.
Yeah, so that's a great question. So I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. So there's another company that cut 50% of the workforce. They released their earnings as well, and the earnings are up, even though the the corporation is in about 1.3 billion worth of debt. And they were saying to myself, well, the earnings are up because they cut half the workforce, right? And I was thinking, yeah, that's great, right? We can only cut half the workforce once. And, potentially, yes, you will save those wages year on year, but, try and reduce your overheads. Before that business model, they have severe expense every year as well, during the transfer season, right? So, it's a great initial cost-cutting exercise, right? But it's not sustainable over the long term. I think sometimes it's the business that needs to grow. And, obviously you need to run your business lean. But it's I think AI is going to replace a lot of jobs, right? There's a lot of just for example, things like I would say the job that I do, right? I can put some prompts into ChatGPT, and it can certainly research, certain parts of legislation or guidance, quicker than what I can as well. So. Yeah, it's scary times, and it's moving pretty fast. And just to keep it onto a trading show, so I was on Gemini earlier, and I actually prompted ChatGPT to write me a script for a trend line breakout strategy, and it literally spat it out in about 30 seconds. So yeah, it's moving pretty quick, and it's only going to get better, right?
Yeah, and I think we're in the prime industry where, yes, I think trading will be impacted by AI, and this is probably another show, Andrew, because I think we're trying to focus this one more on trade psychology. But I will say, as a trader, I feel like you still have an edge if you're able to still trade. You can have that income. It may not be as consistent, and I think it's hard to know exactly how AI is going to change trading, but I do think a lot of the strategies that are profitable will continue to be profitable. They're just going to be used by, I guess, more AI agents and adopted by more participants. So it'd be interesting to see how things evolve, especially over the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, let's pencil AI in for a Friday show. Right? Let's have a good discussion about that. But yeah, I think we should talk about the topic. So. Trading psychology.
Can I just sneak in? Can I just sneak in Netflix on the? This is the last chatting charts. Really sneaky, and then we can stop all chatting charts unless somebody asks for a chart. So just very quickly, Netflix has dropped out of the race to buy Warner Brothers, and they will receive $2.8 billion because of the breakup fee. So part of the deal was that if there was a break in the actual deal, Netflix would receive 2.8 billion with a B, and that happened. That was announced yesterday, and Netflix is up more than 8% after that that announcement.
How's that affected the price on Warner? And I'm wondering if Warner if they'll try and recover that from Paramount.
So Paramount has already agreed to pay it. So Paramount agreed to pay the 2.8 billion breakup fee that Warner Brother would owe. So they've already stepped in and said, we don't mind paying that. I think they really want Warner Brothers, if they're willing to pay the fees that they're owed. I looked at the prices.
Yeah, and there's some good IPs with Warner, right? So I can understand, from a entertainment purpose, why they'd want that. Let's have a quick look at Warner.
This is Warner here. So it's down slightly after the news. So this was the news here happening overnight, sort of here. And then it moved down initially. They lost a suitor in the form of Netflix. And now things are kind of starting to return back to where they were last night. And then interesting, Paramount was actually up in the pre-market. Paramount. Yeah.
There we go. We'll have to change the name of the title after the show, right? I think so. Okay. Yeah, we'll jump in the studio, get that done. I think we're going to miss out on psychology today.
That's what happens in real life as well. So Paramount's up 4%. We're done. Paramount is up and Netflix are both up.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done in about just over 5 minutes, right? So yeah, should we? How are we gonna do this? What a show, right?
We can do a 30-second or 1 minute psychology lesson, like a crash course.
Go on, we'll ask some questions then. And
yeah, let's ask some questions. So I think, what do you think? What keeps you in the game for trading psychologically? What do you think keeps you personally in, like, what keeps you coming back?
The end result.
Okay. The end result.
Okay. Yeah. So it's the end result. It's the future I see, and I know what trading can bring to you. You know what is brought to me already, and potentially, you know, that's pretty small, right? And I just know if I could scale that up over the next 12, 24 months, it's going to be a good future, right? So yeah, for me, it's the end result, you know, of what I want personally in life. Okay.
I would ask the chat if they had any questions for you, but we have literally 3 minutes left. So I'll do one more question. Let's go to someone who's just starting out with trading. They stumbled across our YouTube and they said, "Who's that good-looking guy on the right with the glasses?" What advice would you give to that person that's maybe, you know, early, a few weeks, a few months in, when it comes to like getting their mind right, their psychology right in this business?
Right. So first of all, save yourself time. Save yourself money, save yourself heartache, get yourself a good mentor. Find someone who's done it, not someone who's Instagram famous, not someone who's on X, you know, giving it loads. Find yourself a mentor. Okay, that's number one. But first of all, if you find yourself a mentor, ask them for their track record. And if they're honest and transparent, they will share their track record with you, right? Number two, I would say, obviously expect to pay, right? You know, these guys, time's not for free, and you pay for what you get. Yeah, price is what you pay, quality is what you get. All right, so I would definitely do that. Number, lower your expectation. You're not going to be a millionaire in 6 to 12 months, all right? But set yourself realistic targets. Start off a couple, you know, maybe $100 the first month, build it up to $500, and then, you know, build it up to whatever wage you're earning now. Yeah, and once you get to that, then you can really start to scale. But even when you start making money, yeah, have a trading buddy, yeah, or stick with your mentor. And that's what I would say. So I would say this.
Trading mentor, I like the trading buddy is good too. Yeah. Somebody to kind of go through with.
Yeah, it's someone you can just bounce ideas off, right? Because you might just, sometimes, you know, you can't see the truth through the woods. Yeah, and, you know, you can miss the obvious, right? So it's really good to have a trading buddy. And I would say, so I finished with Mandela as my mentor now. He's my trading buddy. But if you do need a mentor, reach out to Mandela. Do you like what I've done there? Yeah.
Nice.
No,
nicely done.
And seriously, you won't find a more down-to-earth, genuine, verified trader than Mandela. And I would say, reach out to the guys at City Traders Imperium as well. They got some really good trading coaches over there. And that's what you need, right? So, you know, people will say to you, all the information's free on YouTube. Yes, it is, right? But then you've got to take that information, you've got to digest it, you've got to take what's right, you've got to take what's wrong. And, you know, you can just find yourself chasing your tail, right? Because you can end up with 10 strategies. And when you put them all together, they don't work, right? You just need to find one strategy that works for you.
Yep. Well said. Well, very well said. And that was perfect, Andrew. I'm not going to add anything because it doesn't need anything added. It's like you just made the most delicious meal. It doesn't even need a pinch of salt.
No,
that's it.
No hot sauce, no pinch of salt, no pepper.
No, that's it. No. Just needs to be digested and enjoyed. No. Okay, the prize giveaway, because I know you gotta go as well. Should we get the prize giveaway? So any more for any more? Anybody who would like to get in? This is your very, very, very last opportunity. We're gonna just let you know it's in the live chat, the link, and I'll do the draw right now. We got 7 lucky people here, all potential lucky winners. Thank you for entering.
Can I see Daniel's name on there? Take him off.
Daniel. Daniel, he was asking. So Daniel asked a question about. We can come back to this. He's asking people, would they buy Bitcoin now? Trying to get some ideas from some people. FX Pip saying the thrill of making money fast.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, because people sell you that dream on social media, right? And
yeah,
basically,
of course.
They're not profitable traders. They make money and buy they flash things from your subscriptions on Discord. So stay away. Yeah.
Daniel wants the account. Daniel wants the account. You're right. Sorry. No, you're right. You're right, Andrew. There are a lot of people on social media, including YouTube and X, who they don't know how to trade. So yeah, I think you made a good point about the track record.
Yeah, while you're doing the chart, I've seen it myself, right? Especially in the futures market, where a certain company runs real cheap promotions, and these influencers, they're churning accounts, right, until they get the win. Yeah, so they're just churning these accounts, and when they get the big win, boom, boom, posting, right? But then if you actually start looking into the account numbers, you can see they've churned over hundreds of accounts. So yes, stay away from those guys. They're sharks, right? They're just after your money.
Yep. City Traders Imperium. City Traders Imperium has an academy where you can actually go through the process of getting paired up with a mentor, and you can learn how to trade correctly and successfully for the long term. Okay, we're ready. We're ready for the drum roll.
Let's go. Drum roll.
Okay, here we go. I hear it.
I got tambourine.
Here we go.
Let's go.
I like the tambourine sound. And the winner is
Daniel Martin.
Do you want to say that name, Andrew? Make sure you say that name correctly, please.
Yeah, right. Okay, congratulations. They are 138.
Yes, congratulations.
So yeah, congratulations. Well done. You know what to do, guys. Yeah, drop your socials. Over to CTI, and they will link you up with the account. So Mandela, what have we got going on today? Because I do need to bounce.
Yes, of course, Andrew. So today I have the New York Open. It's been a good week. It's been a good month. So unless it's a nice clean trade, a nice easy trade, I'll go so far as to say that I'm probably just going to watch from the sidelines today. In about 30 minutes or so. And then this weekend, I'm going to get, there's a few things. I don't want to jinx it, but I will be going to Emirates on Sunday. And that hopefully I leave there with 3 points in the bag. And other than that, yeah, family time.
Who are you playing?
We're playing against Chelsea against Arsenal. So it'll be nice. I'm taking the little man as well. So we'll be screaming and shouting. What about you? What are you up to for this weekend?
I got some work planned for in the morning. I'm doing that. Just the usual, right? Just doing my thing, right? So as we do. But for myself, I'm looking at the S&P on futures, which is the ES, and I'll be looking for a short position on the opening range breakout if I can get that. So yeah, if we can get a short position on the orb, I'll be looking to take that trade today. So we're doing okay for the month. We're just over 1% on the account and 1% per target per month. So I suppose, if we can get a nice short away today, I'll be pretty happy. And that's it from myself. So I do have to go. And I'll catch you next week. I'm warmed up now. I'm back in the flow. And a couple of schoolboy errors earlier. I left my volume on the YouTube channel with CTI. So I was like hearing the intro twice. So I was like, what's going on here? What's going on?
That's happened to me. That's happened to me before. I tried to pretend like it didn't happen, but your mind is like, something's wrong. This doesn't sound right.
I had an intro planned and everything, so I'll do it again next week and I'll do it right. So okay. First you don't succeed, try again. Right, Mandela, happy trading. I'll catch you next week.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much, Andrew. Welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. So it is very nice to have Andrew back in the seat, and he makes a good point. When we do find ourselves, as we do as humans, making mistakes, this is the opportunity to learn from them, become a better person, and in this business, become a stronger and more consistent trader after you make mistakes. I still make mistakes. And I'm still learning each and every day. So just quickly shouting out everybody, because I know everybody's time is very valuable. FX Pip Flow was in the office. Daniel Martin is the founder and former CEO of City Traders Imperium. He's also a coach and a mentor. So thank you, Daniel, for joining us today. Looks like he is on Bitcoin, and he was talking a bit about some of his trades, trying to get people to think differently about the markets. So thanks everybody else for joining. Looks like we have Gulf Central in the live chat. Maybe a good day for golf today, potentially. Brian Walsh, RBFX is back, and ABK is also present and in the office today. And then lastly, over on our side, on the Signature FX side, we have DeGaris Capital. That's James from Macro Markets Group. We have Misha Fubler. We have Isildur, who won the prize 2 weeks ago. Misha is up 50% on gold. That's a hefty percentage there. Very, very well done. And COYG, we all know what that means, from DeGaris Capital of Macro Markets Group. Everybody, you know what to do. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. End to your month, end to your week. And as I say, happy Capital Preservation Friday. So preserve that capital. We want to stack. We want to stack that capital. Whatever you've made this week, protect it. And we will be back with you next week, Thursday, to do it all again. From all of us here at Signature FX, and on behalf of our sponsor, City Traders Imperium, have a wonderful day and happy trading.